to the spiritual experience. We are all on our own journey called life. I'll be your host, helping to navigate you through these challenging times. Know that we are all spiritual beings here on the human experience, meaning we're here to learn, to evolve to the highest versions of ourselves while raising our vibration and creating a better quality of life. Let's see what's on today's prayer card. For the Lord will vindicate his people and have compassion for his servants. Psalms 135:14. 1 and 3 being 4, plus 5 equals 9, plus 1 being 10, plus 4, that's 14. Okay, so we're creating balance and harmony to a situation. All right. Now, before we jump into anything else, I want to take a moment and honor the divine with a protection prayer. I want to take a moment and honor the divine, the highest of my life. Please send your protection while I channel this energy. And if any negative energy tries to come my way, please transmute into peace, love, power, and light, and let all evil eyes go blind and monitoring spirits go deaf. While I open my heart, mind, and spirit to the divine. Divine spirit, I'm willing to learn and be teachable, while transcending my energy into peace, love, power, and light, and may that be so in the name of Jesus. Amen. And let's see what's going on in this divine energy, boy, spirit, please and thank you. And remember, y'all, my videos are timeless. They're meant for you whenever you see them. And use your own discernment reviewing my messages. And if you want to donate to the platform, feel free. All my information is in the description. Thank you to all my viewers, members, and subscribers. I deeply appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you to all my first-time viewers. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Thank you to all my lovely blessings for viewing my channel, because y'all could have been tuned in to anyone, but y'all chose to tune in to me, and I deeply appreciate that. Okay? Now, let's see what universal insights the universe has for us today, y'all. All right. So we have 6 and 5, which is 11, plus 1, which is 2, plus 1, which is 13, plus 3, which is 16. So we're definitely having a tower. Okay. We got 14 as we're balancing out a situation in our life. All right. Now let's see what houses are we working with y'all today. Today we're working with the 6th house. We're working with the 9th house, the 5th house, the 1st house, the 2nd house, and the 10th house. Okay. Interesting, y'all. And the zodiac signs we are working with today, y'all. We have Virgo right at the type. So some people are being perfectionism and analysts going on. Okay. So we got Capricorn, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sag. Ooh, all the fire signs are out here, y'all. Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay, y'all. All right. And the planets we're working with, definitely heavy on the Leo sign, because we got the sun, self-made concerns and vitality. And you know, the sun is the planet of Leo. Okay, so we got Pluto, so some transformation. We got Jupiter. We got Mars. Definitely action, because Mars is the planet of Aries. So heavy on the fire sign, heavy on action, heavy on energy. Okay, y'all? And we got South Node, so we're working with karmic lessons. Okay, we're going to see where this is going. We hope to an interesting start, y'all. Now let's see what message we get out the secret garden later on in this experience, y'all. Okay, we got 6 and 3, which is 9, plus 1, which is 10, equal plus 5, which is 15. Okay, so we got some toxic energy. We're going to get message number 1 and 5. Heavy on the toxic energy. So we're balancing our lives out after some divine intervention and tower, healing from this toxic energy. Okay. Interesting start, y'all. All right, y'all. So remember, flip gender roles as needed. And I pre-shuffled my cards before I came on camera, okay? So let's see what message Spirit has for the collective, y'all. Spirit, what message we got for the collective? All right. So right at the top, what I'm seeing, there's some bad communication going on. So that could be the action. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I need some water. All right. And people are aware of this bad communication that's going on. People are seeing that. And it's putting them in a state of emergency. Okay. No labels, not into name brands. Okay, so it's a down to earth, humble person that's giving off bad communication. Okay, let's see where this is going, y'all. We got South Node out here, so it could be a past life person collective. Someone in your past life you could be aware of that is wanting to communicate with you, but they're receiving bad communication and they trying to be down to earth, but they can't get communication across to you. And there's a state of an emergency going on, collective. Okay. And the collective is being humble, or the person wants to be humble, but the communication isn't coming through. It could be about some work expenses. Okay. All right. Let's get 2 more cards. All right. What's that? I'm flying. Something in the past life to help you clear karmic debt. So some work expenses that you're aware of that's supposed to help you clear out some karmic debt is causing a state of emergency. And this could be an older adult or mature adult. Okay. We go to an interesting start, y'all. Let's get a little tarot, help us clarify the situation. And it could be a well physique person, masculine or feminine, somebody who's well physique and a good physique. Okay. This adult, this mature adult. Okay, y'all. Oh, whatever it is, that's probably why this bad communication is coming to an ending. Okay, yeah, collective is like, no, nobody, don't want to talk to you. Facing my fears, calling the truth. That's why the collective is aware. The collective is aware that this past person wants to communicate with them. And they just staying humble, staying in peace, love, and light. And they just want to clear out this karmic debt by closing out this cycle with this person and just staying out the way. Tell me more, Spirit, please, thank you. Because let the Lord vindicate you. Because, yeah, the Lord will vindicate his people with compassion. And we got toxic energy on the bottom. Okay, look how my people, y'all. We got toxic energy on the bottom. And what our secret garden number is 15. And look what came out. These bad, that's why they can't get in contact with you, collective. The wheel ain't rolling in their favor. That's the divine is blocking communication. The divine working with the universe and your ancestors to block communication, because the Lord will vindicate you. You are the divine collective, his people. And he is being compassionate on his servants while these people face their consequences, because they in a state of emergency. They only trying to reach you because they in a state of emergency. That's why the communication being blocked. The divine like, I'm no. It can be saying going on with work expensive. And the collective is aware of this. And because of that, the wheel ain't turning in their favor. They got bad luck, upheaval, disorder, external forces, lack of control, disruption, unwelcome change, delays, and setbacks. We got 16 as an angel number. What number is this? This is a 10. We're closing out cycles, patterns. Okay, now. This toxic energy. It could be a Queen of Swords. Okay, tell me more, Spirit, please, and thank you. What about this bad luck? Tell me about this bad luck. Okay, people going in the hangman. They feeling trapped. They're getting a new perspective. They feel like they being humbled. The universe is humbling them by giving them a different perspective, and they don't like what they seeing. They could be seeing how they the cause of all this karma that they got to clear out their life. That's these work expenses they got to pay off, and it's humbling them. Yeah, they get a new perspective. All that celebration they was doing with their friends, with that community, and turning up and doing all that low vibrational stuff, it's coming back to bite them in their butt. And they in a state of emergency. All this turning up that they did in the past with these friends is putting them in a state of emergency, y'all. And they got this debt they got to clear from what they did with these friends. And that's why they receiving bad luck. And that's why the communication they going through. They having bad communication. They trying to reach each other, but it's some bad communication going on, y'all. A lot of action. People trying to reach each other and can't reach each other. And this could be past lovers, past partners. Yes. Past lovers and partners that's having poor communication. One of them could have been the Queen of Wands. Remember, y'all flip ginger rolls as needed. She's getting a new perspective on why her luck is turning, why she is going in a state of emergency. All right, clarify this wheel of bad luck, this wheel of fortune from the spirit, please and thank you. Okay, because this situation that puts to rest, whatever this situation they had going on with this crew they was chilling with, they past life crew, it's falling apart. They not being vindicated. It's being put to rest. Yeah. Whatever they had going on with this Queen of Pentacles is being put to rest. And this Queen of Pentacles is getting a new perspective about how she was entangled with this Queen of Wands. And it's causing bad communication. And they stand in their ground. This Queen of Pentacles is standing her grounds. She don't want to celebrate. She blocking off communication. She like, no, I'm standing on my business. I'm moving forward. That's why she aware. This Queen of Wands is aware. This Queen of Pentacles, she's aware that this Queen of Wands want to communicate with her and is going through a state of emergency and having some issues at work, some kind of work expenses. But this Queen of Pentacles don't care. She already got a new perspective. She feels like whatever you did it to yourself, and you got to clear out your own karmic debt. Yeah. A Queen of Swords, and we got toxic energy came out. So yeah, these was toxic partners. They was expecting good news and a good job, but this collective group, this friendship, these partnerships is being put to rest. Yeah, they was expecting a new beginning and they was holding on too tight. Now they burning the way down because this new beginning ain't coming. They receiving bad luck and endings. And they aware of this because something they did in the past is causing them a state of emergency and they got to clear up this karmic debt. And they could be trying to communicate with each other. And it's three women. It's funny. It's three women celebrating. They probably celebrated in the past about something that's bringing in bad luck. And then you got three women out here. It's three women out here. We got the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles with some toxic energy. Okay, so whatever they had going on in the past, y'all, it's coming back to bite them in their butt. Big time. Okay. And they want to take a leap of faith and start a new beginning, but it's just going to lead them into poverty. All right. It's interesting, y'all. Interesting situation because they in a state of emergency from this toxic behavior that they went on, y'all. All right. Let's get a little more information in this situation. Yeah, because now they're facing obstacles and challenges. And that's a 5. They want to transform the situation. They're trying to be creative, but this cycle is over. Because something they did in the past is catching back up to them. Yeah, it's been put to rest. The cycle over. They looking for wisdom. They going in their mind. They taking a step back. Trying to figure out what's going on. But they receiving static, bad communication. They want to stand in their authority. It could be this Queen of Pentacles who's standing in her authority. Maybe she released these ladies out her life because they was toxic. Because she see they receiving nothing but bad luck. And she's standing her ground because she's standing her ground next to this toxic energy. Let me cover up the people. She's standing her ground next to this toxic energy. So what I'm feeling, this Queen of Pentacles is putting rest to these two females. And that's what's by her putting rest to these two feminine energies is bringing them bad luck. And it's giving this Queen of Pentacles wisdom, and she's standing in her authority. Tell me more, Spirit. And that's why they can't get in contact with her. And they having bad communication. They trying to communicate. Yeah, because she moved on from this emotional heart loss. This Queen of Pentacles is moving on from this Queen of Wands and this Queen of Swords. And that's it. She's going into a new beginning. After she released will no longer serve her, it's giving her a new beginning. Yeah. Because she's seeing the light. She's seeing the truth. So she's planting new seeds. And she's remaining humble through the state of emergency. Because she see these people got to clear up their karmic debt. They got their own debt. They got to clear up. And she's moving accordingly. She's moving on. She's gained a new perspective. She put rest to these toxic people. She see these people are toxic. They're low vibrational people. And they not aligned with her design. And she can't make this up. She's getting a light bulb moment. She's being enlightened. She see that the Lord will vindicate her and is showing her compassion and showing her the betrayal of these partners that she had in her life. She see the divine show her through the downloads and the signs of synchronicity that these people were toxic. That's why the state of emergency ain't bothering her. She was aware. She was aware that this state of emergency was going to happen, y'all. She was aware. And that's why there's bad communication going on. She's seen it. The divine showed her the downloads, y'all. Tell me more, Spirit, please, and thank you. Yeah. This squad. She's seen it. She's seen it. And she's seen that her squad got to clear up this karmic debt. They put themselves in this bad luck, in this way of the divine, by being in masculine pride, toxic masculinity, meeting manly expectations. They was overusing their authority. That could be what they was doing. They was abusing their authority. And this Queen of Pentacles gave wisdom that her squad was overusing their authority. And they wasn't using their emotions. They wasn't showing compassion towards people. They was just taking advantage, abusing people, using people. And that's why these past life situations is catching up to them and it's putting them in a state of emergency. Tell me more, Spirit, please, thank you. Yeah, they trying to run away. They trying to run away. They trying to run away because the truth is out. It could be these low vibrational. Yeah, the truth is out. They're trying to run away from these hidden lovers, low-key situations, and side piece. The truth is out. Maybe, could these Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands be lovers of this Queen of Pentacles who left? Or could they just been lovers and the Queen of Pentacles found out how they was getting down? And they could have tried to make her a lover? I hear that, y'all. But we ain't going soon. We going to see. It's just interesting how it came out like that. All right, y'all. All right. Let's get a little more information in this. Well, some kind of missing information could have come to this Queen of Pentacles. Some missing information could have came to light. About these sneaky links, sneaky situations that these women were doing behind her back, behind this divine feminine back. Yeah, it could have been some inside job. This is a close group, close collective, was doing something sneaky. And this feminine found out, and it's causing karma, some lies, some kind of inside lies that was going on about this feminine between these karmic women. So I'm feeling maybe they were spreading rumors. Yeah, we got whatever it is, they were doing low vibrational energy. They could have been influential women. in toxicity. This Queen of Wands and Queen of Swords, whatever it is putting them in a spiritual prison, an emotional prison, and that's what's coming in their butt. Whatever it is, they with these lies. They did some lies, some inside lies, spreading rumors, gossiping lies. They're trying to run away from these lies with these hidden lovers. It was toxic lies. And they was caught in their pride with their squad. And this Queen of Pentacles is aware of that, and this is coming back to bite them in their butt. And they're facing karma for that, for being in this low vibrational energy. Maybe they got the energy they put out is coming back to them, and that energy is putting them in a spiritual prison, and that's why they have a bad communication, and that's putting bad luck on their side. Because look, their situation is being put to rest. So all that negative energy they put out in the past life, it's coming back on them. All that work, the work expenses, all that work they put out in the past life is coming back. That's why they need nothing but endings, nothing but endings, being exposed. Yeah, about these inside lies, these inside behaviors, toxic behaviors. And they trying to run away from it. They don't even want to be exposed. They're trying to run away from each other, run away from their squad. That's why the bad communication going on. People in a state of emergency, and people like, I don't know you. I ain't did nothing. See me, who, where, what, when, how. Okay, you know how celebrities do. Once they start getting exposed, they start acting like, that's not my name. But people know they did something, because you see bad luck is following them. You can smell it on them. You ain't even got to have them expose the truth. You can smell the rot on them. You can smell the decay on them. You can smell these toxic lies on them. And that's why people are moving on. They done with these emotional, manipulative games, emotional games that these people are putting them through. They stand in their ground and they moving forward. Okay, and they seeing that these past life people, they got to clear up this karmic debt. And that's what the light, as they being exposed, people receiving the insights and the wisdom, and they stand in their authority by letting the Lord vindicate them, because they're going to be their most authentic self by getting in line with the divine design and purpose they have for their life. That's how they stand in their authority. And they moving on from these people. They moving on from these toxic lies, manipulators, gaslighters, okay? These narcissistic people. That's what it seems like, a narcissistic collective. And they in a state of emergency, because all their narcissistic ways is coming back to haunt them and bite them in their butt. Okay. Now let's get some clarifying situations. Let's see how the universe wants to handle this, y'all. That's what I'm feeling. These people, they're going through karma for what they put out. Well, you get back what you put out. They reaping what they sowed. Okay, y'all? And the divine collective is seeing this. They seeing all this bad luck coming their way, and they moving forward. We enforcing our boundaries, enforcing our discernments, and that's why communication is bad. We see what's going on. We don't want to get hit with their karma. So we like, they should get the message. You left on red for a reason. People leaving messages on red, like, let me leave. I ain't trying to get in the way of the collective, karmic's karma. So the divine collective, like, I'm at peace, love, and light. I'm emotionally withdrawn. I'm healing myself. I'm loving myself. Standing in my authority, okay? Putting this situation to rest as I rest and reset myself. Because the collective is aware. The collective aware. These people, they did it to themselves. They brought this karma on themselves. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, because the collective is rising to new heights. We raising our vibration. And we letting the Lord do our fighting. Okay? Because he said he'll prepare a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Because let your connection with Spirit ground you as you reach for the sky. The collective is grounding themselves. They breaking these chains from these past life's blessings, healing from it, and moving on. We flying to new heights. We're going to new vibrations, y'all, as the scales be balanced. Okay? These toxic people getting back what they put out. They put out that low vibrational energy. They getting back that low vibrational energy. And we just stepping to the side and let the divine do what he do. Because he vindicating us. Because worthy go. Get out and be inspired to keep working towards your life purpose. Yeah. We ain't got time to be worried about them. As we soar into these new heights, we getting out and focusing on our soul purpose. That's why we ain't got time to answer y'all. That's why the communication is off. Y'all don't match our frequency anymore. Y'all too low vibrational. So we going peace, love, and light over here. Y'all got to deal with y'all karma, clear up this karmic debt. Y'all got to deal with this upheaval, this chaos and confusion y'all causing y'all lives. Because you know misery love company. That's what they want to get us involved with a situation. But we see it for what it is, collective, and we moving accordingly. Discernment and boundaries. But while we focus on our purpose, we focus on reaching these new heights. We got new heights to reach, new peaks to reach. Okay? Peach reach. Celebrate your achievement and savor the triumph of your ascent. For you've climbed high and earned the view. Yeah. As we raise our vibration, we earned the view to stand in our authority. We earned this wisdom that the divine has showed us about these people in our past lives for us to move on. That's why we letting our actions speak for ourselves, letting our success be our revenge. So that's where there's bad communication. They can't understand our light. Okay? But that's not up to us to teach them to understand and comprehend what we got going on. We got to get them to the divine and let them figure it out how to get aligned. Because either going to get aligned or get left behind. But that's up to the divine to figure out what they're going to go through. They chose this life. So embrace each element, weaving them into your story with openness and understanding. Yeah, be open and understanding to know that we had to release these people out of our lives for a reason. They was only in our lives for a season for us to learn these lessons. After we found these lessons, that we move on to our blessings. We see these people are going through endings, bad luck, toxic situations, old patterns. They don't want to break these patterns. They don't want to release these curses on them. They like it like that. They are stagnated and stuck. So the best thing we can do is remove ourselves out of the situation, because the highest form of love is to love ourselves, be loyal to ourselves, and let them see how we love ourselves so much so they can learn how to move accordingly. So we stand in our authority and releasing them to the divine with love and light, and he's going to vindicate us because we're standing in our purpose. We're getting aligned with the divine's design for us while being our most authentic self. Okay, y'all? It's only right. And this divine timing. Time's up on these low vibrational people. So be patient, for some things take time to manifest fully in your life. So make sure we're being patient, collective, as the divine rid these toxic, low vibrational people out of our lives. Because good things come to those who wait. Okay? And just take this time to emotionally withdraw, stay humble, follow all spiritual laws, and let the divine bring your soul tribe as this. He clear out these toxic energies and put rest to these low vibrational situations. Because there's a magic opportunity on this way to us, collective. We got endless opportunities and possibilities. I know that's right. So let him just clear these low vibrational people out the way, and we'll just move on to bigger and better things. Okay? Now we're getting message number 1 and message number 5 out of the secret garden, y'all. Okay. Yeah, 5. All right. Okay, so message number 1. If you can't run from it or hide from it, you can let it take control of you, or you take control. Yeah, we're taking control over our destinies. We're taking control of our lives, okay? The only thing we can control is self, free will. We see the divine is exposing these people, places, and things by giving us the insights, showing us the signs of synchronicities, by exposing them. We can either allow this exposure to take control of us, or we take control of it. Continue to move forward, stand in our authority, or crumble and get caught back up in the mess and stay in those old patterns and cycles being repeated on that hamster wheel, just like these people. We don't want that. We're seeing it for what it is. We sidestepping it, hitting them with discernment, enforcing boundaries, and taking control of our lives because we're reaching new peaks and climbing to new heights and these new endless opportunities and possibilities. And we're ignoring these low vibrational people. Let them sit in a state of emergency. We're aware of it. They made that choice. Now they got to land that choice. It's only right. Because the divine tested you to see if you would tell the truth. And the truth shall set you free. Yeah. As long as we stand with the truth, ride with the truth, and we did all we could do to assist these people towards the light, it's only right we get to move on and level up. The Lord will vindicate us. Now they got to answer to the divine why they ain't get in line and why they left behind. Okay? It's only right. So on that note, Mr. Love, is there anything else you'd like to add to this message?
I'm so happy to see you.
And I'm so happy to see you guys too. Thank you, all my lovely blessings, for coming and tuning into my channel. Because you know, we all have to stay together and reach out to each other during this spiritual awakening. Because we got to get the message out straight from the divine energy war grid to each other. So that way we know how to sidestep these low vibrational lies, okay? And gain new insights and new wisdom as we stand in our authority. Because, you know, we could do it. God is creating a new squad, a new spiritual squad to stand up to these low vibrational bullies. We're all being bullied. We're standing in our authority and gaining the wisdom on how to protect ourselves with love, peace, joy, kindness, and righteousness. It's only right because the Lord will vindicate us with compassion to his loyal servants. All right. So on that note, thank you to all my viewers, members, and subscribers. Thank you for tuning into my channel. To all my first-time viewers, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Thank y'all for tuning into my live. You know, I'm enjoying doing this live thing, so you're definitely going to see me doing lives more often. All right, y'all. So make sure y'all stay blessed and prayed up. Make sure you're paying attention to the energy because energy never lies. And know who's in your circle. Make sure you're not getting caught into the illusions and making sure everybody's on the same page and being realistic, okay? And feel the energy. Test the spirits. Make sure people's words match their action. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, you know, I enjoy, as always, interacting with y'all, coming to chill with y'all. We have our moment. What a beautiful experience. Well, until next time, enjoy the rest and best of your day. Enjoy the present, because it's a gift. Now we're going to close out with the Lord's Prayer, y'all. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He restores my soul. He leads me on the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Your rod, your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. In the name of Jesus, amen. Love, peace, joy, kindness, and prosperity are the traits and essence of the divine. As you go out into your journey of life, remember to be the God someone sees today. You may be the only God someone sees today in this divine energy war. Until next time, may the divine peace, love, and blessings be with you. Mwah. Stay blessed, y'all.